While carbohydrates are often promoted for their ability to promote relaxation or induce sleepiness, the story becomes far more complicated and concerning when you look at how they affect the body's internal clock and hormonal balance overnight. Eating starchy foods late in the evening, especially those made from refined grains or sugars, can trigger a chain of events that may ultimately sabotage your sleep instead of improving it. What starts as a comforting dinner or a quick bedtime snack may quietly become a disruptor of your circadian rhythm, contributing to fragmented sleep, restless nights, and a tired mind the next day. When you consume carbohydrates, particularly high glycemic starches like white rice, bread, pasta, or even some seemingly healthy granola bars, your blood sugar rises rapidly. In response, the body releases insulin to control this spike. This process is already taxing during the day, but it becomes even more problematic when it occurs at night. The late spike and subsequent drop in blood sugar can lead to what many people experience as nighttime restlessness, sudden wake-ups, or even vivid dreams and night sweats. These fluctuations, often unnoticed or misattributed, create a kind of internal turbulence that makes it harder for your body to enter or stay in deep, restorative sleep phases. Insulin also indirectly affects the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals the brain it's time to sleep. High insulin levels have been shown to interfere with tryptophan transport and serotonin pathways, both of which are precursors to melatonin synthesis. In other words, late-night carb loading can confuse your hormonal signals, delaying the natural onset of sleepiness and reducing the quality of sleep you do eventually get. You may find yourself lying awake longer or waking up more frequently throughout the night, without understanding that the starchy meal or snack you had a few hours earlier is partly to blame. Over time, this disrupted sleep cycle can start to feed into other health issues. Poor sleep increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone, which further worsens insulin sensitivity and cravings for fast-burning carbohydrates. This creates a feedback loop where high-carb eating disrupts sleep, and poor sleep drives the desire for more carbs, particularly the very types that cause the problem in the first place. It becomes harder to break this cycle without deliberately examining and adjusting the timing and type of carbohydrates you consume. Sleep disturbances linked to carbohydrate intake don't just affect how long you sleep, but also how well you sleep. The body cycles through various sleep stages, including REM and deep sleep, which are essential for memory consolidation, immune function, hormone regulation, and mood stabilization. Blood sugar instability interferes with this process, meaning that even if you log 7 or 8 hours in bed, you may wake up groggy, irritable, and mentally foggy. This can quickly erode productivity, increase emotional volatility, and reduce resilience to stress, effects that are often blamed on lifestyle, aging, or stress itself rather than the very tangible impact of what's on your plate. Many people unknowingly make the situation worse by following well-meaning but misguided nutrition advice. For example, the recommendation to eat a small bowl of cereal or toast before bed to help you sleep can backfire, especially if the snack is low in fiber and protein. These types of meals digest quickly and offer little in the way of sustained blood sugar stability. Others may turn to comfort foods late at night, like instant noodles, crackers, or even rice dishes, mistaking the initial drowsiness they cause for a helpful sleep aid, when in reality, it's more like sedating the body briefly before jolting it awake in the middle of the night. To support better sleep, it's important to rethink evening carbohydrate choices altogether. Carbs should be consumed earlier in the day, when the body is naturally more insulin sensitive, and physical activity can help buffer their effects. If you do eat carbohydrates at dinner, choosing slow-digesting, low-glycemic options such as legumes, vegetables, or intact whole grains can provide energy without destabilizing blood sugar. Pairing them with healthy fats and proteins can also help slow absorption and support a more restful night. In a culture that often turns to food for comfort and routine, it's easy to overlook how profoundly dietary patterns influence sleep. But the relationship between late-night starches and poor rest is more than a coincidence. If you find yourself tossing and turning, waking up tired, or needing caffeine to function each morning, the issue may not just be in your sleep habits. It might be lingering in the bowl or plate from the night before.